Hello friends, it's Julie Norman and we're back, and I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. It probably was a lot different than other ones, but I was just talking to someone today and it's a season of thankfulness. We have it good. I mean, if you are in the US here with me, like where I am, we had plenty of food. We were able to video chat with family or call them or text them. I guess what I'm saying is that we have it good, even though it may not be what we had wanted or expected or come to have in the past. Every year is different, and just be thankful for what we have. So anyway, by the way, my name is Julie Norman. I put out planner and planner related videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we're actually not talking about Thanksgiving today. We are talking about my setup for December. And I don't do these videos to say, hey, look at me, look at all my great planner, because I'm not the most perfect planner, and I don't do everything right. I probably do a lot different than other people, but hey, you probably do too, so that's great. But this is just to kind of give you an idea, inspire you maybe a little bit, and perhaps start some conversations about different things, kind of see the whole process. Because what I'm doing this month is probably going to be a lot different than I did a year ago, and it'll probably be different from next year. So let's get into it. So I have my traveler's notebook, and this cover is from Carpe Diem, and it is a vinyl cover or plastic cover. What do they call it? Vegan leather, which is basically plastic, wide size. And that is the size I've been using for quite a while. I don't know if I'm going to switch sizes. I really like the idea of a B6, but it would take a little bit of changing. Just my standard setup. I am really still loving this. My little matchbook calendars. And somebody had said, hey, but she said, why not put some washi tape around the bottom and cover up the staples? And that was a brilliant idea. Okay, I went to look it up. It was Creekside Homeschoolers. So thank you for that suggestion of putting the washi tape on it, because that makes so much difference. It slides in easier. It's less likely to tear this up, so this will last longer too. So that was a brilliant suggestion. Thank you. I just so appreciate everybody's help. And I love how many ideas and how creative you all are. And I think this is such a creative outlet. It's not just about keeping track of the days, figuring out what you need to do on a day, but it is also just your creativeness. I still have my list notebook. This is my temporary book. I just go through the pages, and I'm not really concerned about this book. It has my grocery list. What do I have in here? Can I share? Things to do. A junk journal, page ideas. My CVS couponing, and one of my things I've used to do I kind of still do, is extreme couponing. I've actually made money from couponing. Packages, I started to make a list of packages. My Christmas cards are coming. I did order from the White Peacock. I hope you guys were able to view that. It was such a neat event. My grocery list and so on. So these are just temporary lists and things. I have a new thing in here. I'm going to save this more towards the last, because it takes a little bit more explanation. Here is my November book that I'm still in, a insert that came with the Carpe Diem, one of the Carpe Diem covers. And one of the things that I discovered about this is that paper really does have an impact on how much I want to write. I have not really felt inspired with this paper. It's just kind of interesting, because I have been using mostly Planner Perfect paper, which is, what do they call it? They have a certain name for it, and I can't think of it right now, but if I think about it during my video, I will shout it out. Probably at an inappropriate moment and confuse you. This is just regular flat paper, and I'm just wondering if I just like the textured stuff. So that's interesting. And it is a smaller book, so I am almost done. But I'm going to be finishing that up. I have 1, 2, if I do 2-page spreads, 3, 4, and then 1 more for the review. So I'll be done with this week. And then I'm going to move into this. I also have my archive journal, and here's one thing that I started to do. In the morning, I really like to go through a devotional called My Utmost for His Highest. And because I'm doing the scripture writing journal, and I'm in Exodus, I think I'm I'm up to chapter 28. I'm going to do chapter 29 tomorrow. There's a lot of times where I want to kind of know, what did Oswald think about some of the scriptures in the Old Testament? So what if I wrote the scripture out and then read the devotional at the same time? Hey, let's coordinate my writing and my devotional times. Instead of going to the computer and typing it all out, I kept thinking I should do that because it'd be easy to sort. But I just never got to the computer, to the thing, because you have to open 2 windows, go back and forth. Not like it's a hard work to do, but a lot of times I don't want to use my computer at night. So I sat and I wrote it out. I'm going to start to do that, and I'm actually going to rewrite this list. This is the Tomo. Somebody said it's Tome river paper, but then I hear other planners pronounce it all different ways. Tomo or Tome, I think, is kind of where I'm landing in between. Although I guess the correct thing is to ask the people who make it. So maybe someday I'll figure that out. I really kind of like this paper. It is thin. You can probably see that there's definite ghosting, and I can almost read this because I was using my Pigmas. There are some things that ghost through faster than others. This was the flare, definitely. But I kind of like the paper. I like the feel, the way it flips. You know, the feel of that. It is thinner paper, a lot thinner than Planet Perfect, and a lot thinner than this. The Carpe Diem, because the Carpe Diem does a pretty good job of not ghosting. I kind of like how it feels. We're doing paper stuff, so texture is a big thing. So I've been playing around with this book, and maybe I'll get another one. I have my contacts tucked in the back. So that is my basic setup. I am still in my scripture writing journal. I referred to that. I will be done with this probably in the next couple weeks, and then I'll start a new one, and I'll show you how a flip through of this, because I've done a little bit more stickers and stuff, and then I had an accident too, but later. This isn't about this. So then, once I'm done with this book, then I'm going to move into this one, and I have a video about this one. And how I made this. It is a junk journal. I based it on one of the Carpe Diem notebooks, just a plain one like this. But I took it apart and I added more pages, which I'm actually happy that I did because of how much I didn't really enjoy the paper. It might be fine for some people, but I just want a little bit more, crunch or texture, or not so much flat. I have sat a little bit with this to set it up because this is going to be December. And as a Christian, I really love to celebrate Christmas. You don't have to be a Christian, of course, to celebrate Christmas. But, for me, it's just remembering what this is about. This is going to bother me. I'm going to move that. I started to decorate it December 2020. Wrap it up, which has 2 meanings. Wrap up the gifts and wrap up this year. Who's not going to be sad to see it go? Although, living during a pandemic, I'm sure this is going to be one that we're really going to remember. I started with my vision page, my goal page of what I want the month to look like. I want to reflect on the past year, and also on going forward, which on the top, and then plan for 2020. I'm going to start my AIP prep. I'm going to do the autoimmune protocol, and I wanted to wait until after the holidays to do this. And I can give you updates if you want to know how that goes, because it's probably going to be a big part of my thoughts, is food and what I can have and what I can't. I want to continue to work on my novel, and then celebrate Christ. So these are the big ones here. So here is my plan for the month of holiday stuff prep. I've got my list of things to check off. Christmas card process, decorations, experiences. I have decided not to do Advent this year. I was trying to make it work, but every time I would go to try a devotion and or figure out the candles this year, it just wasn't working. So I could hop on later and just miss some of it. And then gifts. Foods. This is just the overview. It's not all the details. My gift list. I don't have a lot of people to give to. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings on my side, and my siblings' children are having children, so we don't really do a lot of exchanging. It's more on my husband's side. These are the things that I want to get. And then this is where I'm going to plan out the meals and the treats. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this Dutch door thing. sometimes it irritates me. I want to rip it out, frankly. But maybe I'll find some really cool something to do as the month goes by. So I will do an update on this afterwards, and you can see if I did or didn't, if it's still here. And that's about it. And these are then it starts my journaling pages. That is my setup for December. P.S. My sign is that way. I know where it is, but I'm too lazy right now to get it. And I've been rearranging my office. Pretend there's a P.S. sign here. And today we're going to unenvelope my first envelope for December 1st. I will link above how I made this and went over that if you didn't see this before. And to December 1st. So it's just a really simple countdown thing. And it's nothing really big or fancy. So number 1, this. So what I put in here is stickers. This is from a floral book. I did cut them apart so they would fit in here, and I'll just stick them in my sticker book. It doesn't matter to me if these are cut apart or not, but I love floral stickers, and I saved these pages for something special, so I wouldn't just use them at will. Sometimes you just have to be able to hold things back to treat yourself. I do. So I really love flowers. I love how they flow and, how they're not linear. And then I have my Marie Engelbreit page. This one is a lady with a deer, and it says the best gift is giving from your heart by Kevin Heath. And then I have a scripture for today, December 1st. It says, God sent the angel Gabriel to Nazareth, a town in Galilee, to a virgin pledged to be married to a man named Joseph, a descendant of David. The virgin's name is Mary. Luke 1:26-27. And I think I just answered my question about the Advent. I forgot I had put these in here. See, I told you I'd forget what was in these. So this actually, if I take them out, my husband and I can read them together in the evening, and I think that would work quite well. Forgot about that. I had actually planned ahead a lot more than I thought. And another thing that I was going to do is randomly draw out a washi tape every day. And I saved these up so I could do this. Alright, now we've got this turquoise and white striped one. I am really low on washi tape in my drawer, the ones that I have open, because I've been waiting for this month. So I'm really glad I can start to rebuild up my washi stash that's in my desk. So that is my first day revealing, and just for kicks and giggles, because you're not going to be here tomorrow, let's open tomorrow up. And when I open it up tomorrow by myself, I'll just pretend that I don't know what's in there, okay? And one of the really fun things is that all this scrapbook paper is going to be put into my stash for junk journaling, so that'll be fun. So I have the December 2nd scripture, which is Luke 1:28. You can go look that up. December 2nd, and this one isn't so Christmassy, but it says, always take the scenic route, which Montana, yeah, that's everywhere, scenic route, almost. And then I've got some Christmas stickers, and this is from the Wrong book. Oh, I stuck. Stickers stick, did you know that? And again, I cut it so it would fit in there, but I just put it in my sticker book. I'll link that if you want to see how I keep track of my stickers. So I will tomorrow pretend I don't know what's in here as I open it up. And there you go. I'm thinking about doing another one for after Christmas. Did I mention that already? Having it start maybe on January 1st. What do you think? What should we put in there? What would you like to see? Because I'm already having stickers and washi tape, so I'm going to have that coming out my ears. I'll have enough of it. What else should we do? Maybe tea? I'm going to be going on the EIP diet, so I really can't do chocolate. Maybe I can find something else. So I'll be thinking on that, and you think on it too. See if you want to do another, maybe it's not so much a countdown, but it's more of a, let's celebrate the fact that we survived 2020. Okay, talk to you later. And thank you for watching to the very end. Have a joyful day. Goodbye.